I feel so lonely. Well, happy Thursday, everybody. So, yeah, I gotta say I'm feeling kind of sad, and this is my low, by the way, that, my folks aren't here anymore. Well, here's the thing. I would tell you that they're safely in Vegas, but they were scheduled to arrive there at midnight, Las Vegas time, meaning it would be 3 a.m. here. And even now it's 3:30 in the morning there, because it's just after 6:30 at the time of this recording. Chances are I'm probably not going to know if they made it home safely until at least 6 a.m. their time, which would be around 9 o'clock here. But I do know they made it to Detroit. That's good. I do know that they landed safely at their first stop, which was Detroit. They told me they stopped at the Chick-fil-A for dinner. There's a Chick-fil-A at Detroit Airport. So, that's good. They at least made it that far. And I know look, full disclosure, I'm 100% sure they're safe. But it's nice to get that confirmation. The fact that I'm not going to see him for a couple of days, it's a bit sad though. Although, speaking of a few days, I woke up thinking today was Friday. And then I'm like, wait, I only just dropped my folks off at the airport yesterday. It's only Thursday. Not that I don't know, I just feel like I want the weekend to get here as soon as possible. We got the Super Bowl this weekend. Of course I want the weekend to get here. Right, I was rambling on so much I completely forgot to tell you what my high was. I know I just said I felt lonely, but in a way it felt kind of nice to be on my own for a little bit. I know I'm not going to be able to see my folks every single day. I went to college, for goodness sake, so that I've gone weeks and months without seeing my parents. But what can I say? I guess the pandemic kind of sort of rekindled that connection I have with my folks. And now it's to the point where obviously I miss them very much. But I'm not going to cry about it. I'm absolutely sure they made it to Las Vegas safely. I'm sure they did. But if nothing else, I can definitely say that my act of kindness was, taking them to the airport. And if, heaven forbid, anything did happen, I did get to see them one more time. I got to tell them I love them. That was important. And, I'm good. So, I gotta say, my mom was actually right about one thing. Because literally every time she's ever gone to Las Vegas, when she goes, the weather here is better than what it ought to be. Especially if she goes in the wintertime like now. Because yesterday was like 50. It was unbelievable. I legit had to turn on my air conditioning at one point. That's how hot it got. Crazy, right? But, I turned it right back off. Because it's cold outside again. I want to say it's raining right now. Because it definitely looked like it rained outside last night. But, I'm looking at one of the street lights outside. Because you can tell, how bad it is by looking at the street lights at night. And I think we're getting snow. If we're getting snow, though, it's probably not going to stick. I have no idea what the temperature is at this moment in time. I mean, again, it was like, it got as high as about 50 yesterday. And the weather is pretty much going to remain consistent for the next several days, which is nice. Again, like this past weekend, Friday and Saturday, that was like the only legit freezing cold spell I think we've gotten so far this whole winter. And technically this whole calendar year. So we've had a pretty mild winter. I mean, if the groundhog saw a shadow, we got 6 more weeks of winter. I don't think they specified how bad the winter was going to be. Although, it actually is kind of nice that my folks had to go to Vegas. I'm actually kind of glad that they did it yesterday, because yesterday is actually my grandmother's birthday on my mother's side, the one who actually lives out in Vegas. So obviously my folks are gonna be seeing her today. Gonna have a little party, which should be nice. Let's see. I really like how my family. I'm smiling at the idea that my parents are gonna be in Las Vegas. There's gonna be like a multitude of things they could do to entertain themselves between now and when they arrive on a Saturday night. Arrive back here on Saturday night. I must have suggested 10, 11 things they could do to go for a show or get something to eat. I don't think they're going to do any of them at all, though. One thing they're actually going to try and do is go to Las Vegas Stadium, where the Raiders play. That should be cool. Although it's weird, like, you would think that such a giant building, like, people would be like free to visit whenever they want, but no, you need like tickets and stuff. I'm like, you need tickets just to go? Well, that's how they make their money. Never mind. I mean, that would be one thing I would do, though. Like, if I ever got rich and famous doing this, for sure, I'd probably get after I get my affairs in order, I would definitely get season tickets to. Actually, I really don't know where I would go. I mean, on the one hand, yeah, visiting Dallas wouldn't be a bad idea because I am a Cowboys fan. But every time my father's ever seen the Cowboys in person, they've lost. I'm not sure if that would work with me. You know what I mean? Like, I think the jinx is probably hereditary. And watch, a few Cowboys haters out there will be like, yes, you arriving would be the reason why the Cowboys lose. It wouldn't do them any good. Sorry, I'm a bit tired this morning. It's not like I didn't lose any sleep or anything, it's just, well, I actually think I went to bed, maybe got like 6.5 hours of sleep, I guess. Yeah, I never get enough sleep at night, I don't. I mean, honestly, last night I stayed up late because I felt like I could, but no, I shouldn't. I got work and going to bed earlier. That part is definitely on me. Is there anything I did last night? Well, okay. So, one thing I was finally able to do was, okay, so I've been watching Vox Machina, The Legend of Vox Machina Season 2, and when they release their episodes, it's like in batches of 3. But like this past weekend, they only like showed the first 2 episodes, and it was like a nightmare and a half trying to see like the third one. I finally saw the third one last night. So, better late than never. But I'm actually a bit worried. Because, and I'll talk about this, when I do my, Vox Machina video, later on. Right now, The Legend of Vox Machina is doing the Chroma Conclave arc, which, in Critical Role, that was like a really big, long, arc, if you will. And a lot of fans are like saying, oh, they're not going to do the entire Chroma Conclave arc in 12 episodes. True. That's why, good news, Vox Machina has been renewed for a 3rd season. So we're potentially going to get 24 episodes of pure awesomeness that is Vox Machina and the Chroma Conclave arc. My problem with that is, great. So we waited a year between season 1 and season 2, and now we're probably going to have to wait another year for season 3. I don't want to wait that long, man. What can I say? Vox Machina is a good show. I mean, I guess in some ways it's better than, like, the wait between Inside Job Part 1 and Part 2, which a hashtag save Inside Job. Yes, I'm going to continue to use that hashtag. You kidding me? We're going to, like, seriously, I'm going to be the guy who brings back Inside Job. You watch. No, I'm not going to do that. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm going to darn well try. I guess yesterday was kind of nice. I got myself some pizza for dinner. That was really cool. You know, pizza for dinner is always a good thing. I was on pizza for dinner. Although that might be my dinner for the next couple of days, I don't know. Well, in terms of what's going on today, you know, we have a new episode of Hot Ones. I'm looking forward to that. You know, we're going to get to Lenny Kravitz. That's going to be, it should be a good episode seeing him. You know, I wonder how that, I'm curious to see how this episode is going to fare off. And we have the NFL Honors tonight. So, that's when we'll, get the, you know, awards like, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Coach of the Year, MVP, stuff like that. Although, surprisingly, it's hosted by Kelly Clarkson. Don't get me wrong, Kelly Clarkson's great. I like her. But, I mean, what happened to Steve Harvey? I loved it when Steve Harvey was hosting the NFL Honors. Seriously, those were like 3 good years in a row that he was hosting. And then you got Keegan-Michael Key. I like Keegan-Michael Key. He's cool. But Kelly Clarkson, I do believe this is the first time ever that a woman has hosted this event. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she sings. That'd be something cool. Ooh, I wonder if she could do like what Keegan Michael Key did and have like an opening number that's funny. That'd be really interesting. But as I said before, after tonight, I'll have a better idea as to who I will be picking for the Super Bowl this week. Don't worry, be patient. I'm gonna wait until Sunday to make the pick, as I would normally do. Man, it's gonna be the last time I wear that jersey too. I'm sad. Like, really sad. That means football season's over. Oh well. Needless to say, this was a very good season. And I'm glad I got to watch it and share all of my NFL picks with you all. So, that's great. And finally, on a related note, I'm feeling a lot better. I mean, my voice, I would say, is about 75 to 80% back to where it used to be. I'd say give myself probably, you know what, it'd be a Super Bowl miracle for my voice to completely return. So, that's what I'm hoping for. As well as I'm hoping that my folks have a safe return. So, like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, follow me on the social media platforms, turn on those notifications on YouTube. I am very humbled to make this video for all of you guys who are watching. Enjoy today, and hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend it. I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.